warrior Achilles is one of the great heroes of Greek mythology, and was greatest of all Greek heroes, who took part in the Trojan War. According to legend, Achilles was extraordinarily strong, courageous, and loyal, but he had one vulnerability: his Achilles heel. Achilles was the son of Peleus, the king of Myrmidons, and the goddess of divine law, Thetis. Zeus and Poseidon were in love with Thetis, but Prometheus warned them of a prophecy that said that the son of Thetis would become greater than his father. This led to the Olympians' god leaving, and Thetis went on to marry mortal king Peleus. When Achilles was born, his mother wanted to keep her son safe from harm, and worked every day to make him immortal, and thus dipped him in the river Styx. The water in river Styx was said to have the power of immortality from the gods. However, she did not realize that his heel by which she held him was not touched by the water, and so that was the only part of his body remained mortal, giving us the well-known term, Achilles' heel. When Achilles was 9 years old, it was predicted by a prophesier that he would die in a battle with the Trojans. Thetis, knowing that her son was fated to a glorious, but short life, sought to hide Achilles away from the world. But Achilles was destined to be a warrior, and eventually left on his own to join the Greek army. Achilles was raised by the centaur Chiron, and taught at a school of heroes by Phoenix. Concerned for her son, Thetis asked the Olympian blacksmith Hephaestus to make armor, sword, and shield that would keep him safe during battle. The Trojan War began with Zeus decided to reduce Earth's mortality by arranging a war between the Greeks and Trojans. Zeus did this by meddling in their political and emotional affairs at Achilles' parents' wedding banquet. Zeus made Prince of Troy, Paris, to judge a beauty contest between the goddess Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Aphrodite bribed Paris into declaring her the fairest of all the goddesses. She did so by promising him Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. Only one problem was that Helen was already married to the king of Sparta, Menelaus. Helen fled with Paris to Troy. Menelaus, along with his brother, combined their armies, traveled to Troy. Thus Trojan War began. Achilles commanded 50 ships, which contained 50 Myrmidons each, during the start of the Trojan War. Upon his arrival to Trojan lands, Achilles has quickly proven himself in battle. Together, the Greeks easily overcame many towns. At the town of Lyrnessos, he took the woman called Briseis as his personal reward. He quickly fell under her charms. Things got even worse when Agamemnon, the leader of the Achaeans, enslaved a woman called Chryses, whose father was priest of Apollo. He tried to buy his daughter's release, but Agamemnon refused. Enraged, Apollo sent a plague down to Greeks to kill each other. Agamemnon agreed to return the girl, but only in exchange for Achilles, by handing over the Trojan princess, Briseis. Achilles was furious, and refused to battle any further, having his glory taken away. He does not fight or lead his troops alongside the other Greek forces. Without Achilles leading battles, the Trojans began to make headway in the war. The Greeks lost many battles. Patroclus, the best friend of Achilles, convinces to let him lead the Myrmidon army into battle wearing the Achilles armor. Patroclus succeeds in beating back the Trojan forces, but is killed in battle by Hector, with the help of Apollo. When Achilles found out about this, he was filled with rage, and returned to battle in his new armor, made by Hephaestus. Achilles and Hector are destined to meet, but the gods are also interfering. Athena is aiding Achilles, as well as bringing weapons to Achilles. Achilles stabbed Hector in the throat, as revenge for killing his best friend, outside of the gates of Troy. Killing Hector was not enough for Achilles, so he dragged his dead body with his chariot for 9 consecutive days. Achilles refused to give the body. Instead, he took the body to his camp, and placed as a display of his fury. That night, King Priam of Troy begged him to give back the remains of their hero. Achilles finally felt pity, and showed respect by agreeing to return the body. Hector returns one last time to Troy. Achilles continued to battle the Trojans. He had slain many opponents, including Memnon and the Amazon warrior, Penthesilea, and it seemed like he could not be killed. However, Greek god Apollo knew his weakness. When Paris of Troy shot an arrow at Achilles, Apollo guided it, so that it struck Achilles on heel. The wound seemed to be critical, and Achilles died from it. He died in the arms of Odysseus, knowing that the prophecy of his death had come true.